Hatred and violence that they keep
Our emergency broadcast system.
and everything is gonna There was me, that is Alex, and my three Jews, that is Pete, Georgie, and Dylan. We sat in the Clover Milk Bar trying to make up our Razoo Dogs what to do with the evening.
Motherfucking Orthodox guy, motherfucking doc guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, Arthur, what happens when you bring 9 soldiers from Brooklyn together?
If we don't stick together, we're not gonna get anything done.
What's up, Jason? What's up, Toodlebug? How you doing, Chuck?
Doing
Everybody
just
else
fine.
in La La Land. It's gonna be a little bit of a short one because I'm tired as hell. I'm trying to get my days and nights fixed. Oh man. So, quick order of logistics. In the description, you guys will see that I've added a list of channels that I like and enjoy. You can click on those, and they should pull out. They should pop up and take you to those channels. It's a list of people that I like to network and I like to stream with, and I just genuinely like in general and want to bring attention to their stuff and use my platform to help them grow my little area. If y'all already don't know them, but I think most of the people that watch me already watch most of them. And mods, if you see somebody asking for a link for any of those people, you can just drop that link in chat from the description. But I have some ideas for new segments. Like I want to be a segmented show, and gonna start. I'm thinking about talking about my political or ideological beliefs, like doing a 30-minute to an hour discussion with people about what I believe, because it seems like a lot of people want to prescribe things to me or to my ideology. I picked up that when Mel was doing that the other night, and I feel like that would be kind of cool, and then have an open panel aspect to it, and then we can move into the cultural aspect where we find interesting stuff and critique and talk and give a review and talk about it. What you think about that, Chuck?
That's good if you can kind of keep it curtailed to those segments. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes they can get out of hand, and what was supposed to be a 30-minute discussion turns into 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Well, if the discussion lasts that long, that's fine for engagement.
Oh, okay.
And viewers. But like, just in general, just in case people ain't feeling the certain topic, that way, once the 30-minute mark is over, we can just move on.
Keep the flow going. Yep.
Yeah. But like, for instance, today's segment was going to be the Second Amendment and gun rights in general, right? And where I stand on gun rights, and I don't think that I agree with a lot of people for the reasons that they think I agree with them, but I am a Second Amendment extremist. I think that if a soldier can carry it, the U.S. citizen should be able to buy it at minimum, be able to own it. But I also think that if you want to buy a fleet of tanks or F-16s and you have the money to maintain it, you should be able to do it. What's up, Lauren, El Perro, Mister? I see y'all coming in. But like, I'm a Second Amendment extremist. Like, I do draw the line at some like some destructive devices, like Moabs and nukes and stuff like that. Yeah, no, no. But like an F-16 with an infrared missile or like surface to air missiles, yeah. Citizens they want to buy it, they should be able to own it. And there's precedent for that type of equipment being owned. Like civilians in colonial America owned cannons and warships, right?
Oh, okay.
So like the there is a limit, right? But at the same time, like unless you're just trying to like push limits and say dumb shit, it's never really going to get the discussion like with bombs and Moabs and that sort of thing. You know, it's reasonable that automatic weapons, anti-tank weapons, and light infantry rifles should be able to be owned by people because, you know, that's the whole point of a militia. Being able to have that shit, and the Second Amendment is about a militia, and what makes up a militia, an individual citizen. And the whole point of being in a militia is having your equipment at a moment's notice ready to use and pick up arms. So like, so getting into it, and I did get your DMs, D3. By the way, darling, and welcome to the show. Welcome, old Joe. Welcome, Alway. I will later on, not in this stream, but find data when I've had enough sleep and want to do research. Right now, I'm just speaking politically, based on about politics or political issues based on my beliefs and ideology, my personal beliefs and ideology. Right? Like, I think that if you're a criminal and you're a violent criminal that has committed murder, I think that you should be executed. Right? So a criminal should not lose their gun rights permanently. Obviously, they can't sit in prison and own a gun. They can't be walking around the yard with a fucking 45 on their hip.
Yeah,
But
that wouldn't work.
Once you get out of prison, regardless of the crime, even if I think you're a vile person and I personally think that the crime you committed is worth the death penalty, if we as a society have agreed that it's not, even though I disagree, once you get out of prison, you should immediately get your gun rights. Doesn't matter if it was a violent crime or not. Like, you've paid your debt to society, you should get your voting rights back if we are to have democracy, and you should get your gun rights back without question. Effective immediately upon your release. And like, we as citizens should be able to own virtually anything we can afford and want to own. Now, where I deviate from the libertarians, the Lolberts, is if you own it, you're responsible for it, right? If you own a stack of grenades or a box of grenades and you don't maintain them properly and they explode and they kill somebody, you're culpable for that and it's considered murder, right? In my opinion. And you would be charged as such for that. And in my utopia, you'd be put to death for murder, and that's something that you did because you didn't maintain your property. You didn't have the wherewithal to take care of very dangerous things and didn't have the respect for it that was necessary. And that's just my opinion, bro. But like, other than that, like, and when it comes to stuff like background checks, I'm fine with background checks. I know it kind of flies in the face of like somebody being a prisoner and getting their rights back. But if somebody is charged with treason, right? Because in my utopia, rights are only for citizens. If you're not a citizen of this country, you don't have rights. You have certain protections, but you don't have rights. And I don't think that we should have a bunch of non-citizens roaming our country armed. I don't think like when I think rights, I don't think human rights, and rights are for everybody in general. What's up, Lawrence? I see you. So like so what's up, Steelman, or the Steelman? So I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it, Crab, but I'm just using that as an example. Right. So like I do believe in background checks, and I do believe that if you are mentally infirm or mentally ill, that you should also not be able to own a gun. Right? Because there's precedent for that. And like there are certain areas where you have to turn your gun in, like going to court. Right? There's precedent for that in our country. And it leads to a stable society. And obviously parents wouldn't be able to bring guns to school. Right? And that's an obvious thing, and anybody who disagrees is retarded. Um, so I don't believe in licensing. I think that is a right outright the gate, right? And you shouldn't have to have a license to exercise rights. And again, like I said, rights are only for citizens. So if you're a citizen of this country, you wouldn't need a license. But I think that something like a license or something like a training class should be offered for free at the government's expense, a part of your tax dollars that you can take and you can train. And that would involve anything from gun safety to a gun range to a shoot house where you go and practice. You know what a shoot house is, don't you, Chuck?
Yeah, indoor shooting. Yep.
Well, it's not an indoor shooting range. It's where you practice room clearing and close quarter training. Okay.
Like for the close combat, when they're clearing villages and things like that, or when the police are clearing a building. Yeah.
I have nothing wrong. Like I believe there's nothing wrong with having a fully militarized society. Like I don't believe there's anything wrong with that. And I think that it's actually best for society, because I think that one of the most important things that your youth need to know is how to defend themselves. Right? Whether it be fists or with a gun. And like, I don't think obviously you want a bunch of kids packing, because kids are emotional and whatnot. But Tennessee has started teaching gun safety in schools, and that is something that I believe that should be taught into American society from like day one. That's a part of that's your responsibility as a citizen and a gun owner, is to know how to be safe, know how to maintain these weapons. And like, I personally agree with that. Like, but at the same time, there is a bunch of issues with it in our current society, and it just is crazy. We currently have license requirement as a safety course and background check done one time by your local report. That means nobody else is doing background checks on you. Oof. Yeah, no, like we should do away with the National Firearms Act. Anything that restricts, as Hank Hill would say, guns and guns accessories should be done away with. In my opinion. Let me drop the link for everybody since Chuck abandoned me. There's gonna be a lot of ums. But like, I don't like the licensing and the training thing. That like the licensing is what I'm on the fence about. The training is what is an absolute necessity for society, and how we would organize that, I just don't know at this point in time. And one thing that we would have to accept as a society is, if you have access to training, is accidents do happen. And while it's a tragedy, we can't let these accidents dissuade us from exercising our constitutional rights or our right to self-defense. So I don't know, Lawrence. I don't talk to Wrestler. There is no beef there for anybody wondering. I just don't really fuck with Wrestler like that anymore. He spurged and wigged out a bit too much. not let them allow my. I will not allow them to restrict my rights to use propane. But no, so like, I genuinely don't know how we would make it work in our current society. That's why I'm just speaking on my personal beliefs. Honestly, if I were Grand Poobah of America, at least every male would be issued 4 weapons and like just given to them: a sidearm, a long combat rifle, a bolt action rifle for hunting, and a shotgun. And like that's like if you don't want to go out and buy any more, that's just what you're given once you graduate high school and like you become the age where you can join the military. Personally, that's what I would do for all American men. And I say issued. I'm using the wrong issue. It would be a gift from your government to you as a citizen. As a here you go, young man. It's a rite of passage type thing. But I typically love firearms and think that they have a very, very important place in our society, especially amongst citizens. And like I said, I don't really believe in rights, but if rights are to be a thing, they should really only apply for citizens of the nation. Oh. I mean that's about it, man. We need like mental health, like without going off topic and talking about things like mental health. That kind of gets off topic about the guns, but like if we want to have the society I'm talking about, we would have to build up the building blocks of like tackling mental health issues, bringing back asylums for crazy people, helping people maintain a like environment that would be can't speak right, intuitive to good mental health and good mental health screening. Like nothing like that's forced on people, but it's like, hey, if you need help, there's these hotlines you can talk to. Psychiatrists are a thing. Just not getting off the topic on guns myself, but fair enough. But that's about it on the gun topic. Like we can watch some we can move on to the general topic. Like I've said it all before on the gun thing. I think that we should be able to own automatic weapons. That's my strongest push right now. That's what I'm praying for. I don't want to reach for the stars, but that's an attainable goal. We'll start with the decriminalization and legalization of automatic weapons, and we go to the fully recreational nuclear warfare for people. But I guess we're entering that 30-minute mark, so I guess we can move on past the clarification of belief. Lauren's got us some good old body cam footage going. So let's see here. Oh no, these are bad. Oh, here's a Target one. Let's watch this one for the memes. Let's watch this one for the memes here.
Why do people think not having something gives them the right to steal it?
Good afternoon.
We do have a subject in custody right now. She's apprehended in the office, but I can take you over that way. Okay.
She said the subject in custody. We have them in the office. Is this bitch a cop? Because if that's just store security, bro, I push past them and laugh. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, if you ain't got a badge, I just give you the stiff arm or the people's elbow and keep it pushing.
Is this all this stuff?
It's all of this, yeah.
All of this.
It's a total of 1053.59.
1053? 1,000?
Yeah, 1,053.59.
Jesus. Okay.
What's the last one was 700.
How the fuck are people racking up this much money at Target? Like, No, I haven't. If you have a link and you want to send it to me. I mean, I believe in gun control too. You should be able to hit whatever you're aiming at. And by the way, everyone, I am so sorry for the rambling. Like, I have thought the gun thing out a lot and a lot about what I talk about, but I am trying to get my days and nights fixed. I haven't been to sleep since I streamed yet this morning. Like 4 o'clock this morning, I believe, is when we ended it. Like, I haven't been to sleep since then, since I woke up yesterday. So do forgive me for that. We can restart the gun thing, especially if Mel or somebody who's anti-gun comes up. We can restart that discussion if and when somebody joins the panel that wants to talk about it. But I'm EP, so again, I might only be going an hour, and the quality might suffer. But I got jokes for days, so let's do it.
Hello, what's up? What's up?
No, that's what I'm saying. How the fuck do these people, like, I get it, right? My brother, never me, I'm a good boy, good Christian boy, stole a computer from Walmart, and that was like $400. Like, how did these people rack up $1,000 in merchandise? Like, they have to be increasing the price just to prosecute these people, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Yeah, no.
So what do we got?
So pretty much all that. Seen her select it all and then just walk out without paying.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
Grace,
Grace. All right, Grace. What's going on with all this stuff here?
I'm really homeless. I tried to walk out just to at least have some shit to my name and be able to chill out. And I don't know. My phone just got broke. My wallet just got stolen. I came from a situation.
So to answer the guy in the beginning's question, right? Like, what is it about people that if they ain't got it, makes them think they can steal it? Human nature. Because not too long ago, if your tribe or your village didn't have anything, you and the homies would load up in the Land Cruiser and you would go take it from somebody else. Like, it's only been in the past couple of 100 years where that mentality has gone away. And like this moralistic bullshit where people are like and like it comes from capitalist people, and like this is where I disagree, and like leftists start cheering me on, which I hate. If you create a system in which people's needs aren't met, they're going to take it from you, or they're going to take it from places like the stores, and it's just human nature. Like, you're not gonna do without if you actually need something. Most of these people don't actually need anything. They're just fucking addicts trying to feed a habit. And like, I'll be the first to say that, but like, I just don't think that we as humans have had time enough to evolve into this society where it's like trade based instead of what you need based.
Situation at my boyfriend's house. I tried to go to my mom's house. She ended up having everyone come to my room and steal from me. So I headed down to Chicago with an old friend. Me and them ended up getting into a fight. So now I'm here. I'm trying to make ends meet. I stink. All I wanted was panties and socks to begin with this shit. But I was gonna put all that shit into a suitcase and make my way.
Okay. Do you have ID?
No, sir. Like I said, my wallet was just stolen from me.
Wallet was stolen. Did you report that?
Somewhere. What phone?
Don't need a phone. You could walk into a police station.
It's a photocopy ID. I wish I had more to my name to have my wallet be valuable. Honestly.
Okay. So it's a female down on her luck. Had a bunch of stuff stolen from her, fighting whatever with boyfriend. They got a receipt of over
Can you hear me?
$1,000 worth, but it's like a whole bunch of just like food items, drinks, just miscellaneous stuff that would literally.
So this bitch literally somehow was able to rack up $1,000 on miscellaneous items, food, and drinks. That's fucking crazy. Like, how?
Can you hear me? I'm on my headset. Is it all right?
Yeah. You're coming through cool, loud and clear.
Okay. I was gonna say what was interesting to me is as soon as like the cops started asking her questions, she just went straight into like everything that was going on in her life. She's like, my phone is busted and this and that. And like, I've had a bad day. It's just like, wait, what? That's not what he asked you.
Yeah, she was instantly trying to get sympathy, so hopefully she can be let out. Or let go, in my opinion.
Would be for a homeless person with like a mat, backpack. All right, what?
Oh my God, are you okay? Did you go to the hospital? Bruh, stepping on a Lego was dangerous, bro.
You guys seen her before?
No, separate
No.
here.
Okay. I just called my sergeant and just wanted to make sure. Are you guys okay with a local ordinance?
I would be. It's just the fact that whenever it's a huge amount like this, they want us to press charges like from the amount.
Okay.
Isn't it funny? $300.
My sergeant's pushing for, given the circumstances, homeless. You guys got the stuff back. Just given the circumstances.
Mhm.
That's what I told him over the phone.
Okay.
She's cooperative, but obviously up to you guys. I'm just letting you know what he's suggesting we do.
Okay.
Again, just running everything by you,
Yeah.
letting you know what the Sarge says and thinks. You okay with that?
That's fine.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll see what she says with info. Most everything was like food.
See, first and foremost, it is illegal to detain somebody without being the police. You ain't finna put me in a fucking room if you're a corporation that has to have a beep beep to let me the fuck out. I will physically harm you. Like, this shit, like, I don't even agree with what the lady's doing, but this shit is wild.
Food and like,
Yeah.
like
Some of the security shit, unless they've got a cop posted there, I'm not complying with you. I will deck you in the face and run out the store. I'm thug that way. I'm thugnificent, all right?
what all were you buying today?
Nothing, as you can see.
I mean, it's a lot of things.
Yeah, I was going in
Bunch
there.
of
initially.
apparel.
Bro, how's she a female but got male pattern baldness? That's crazy. I feel sorry for this lady, but I'm gonna make fun of her because it's funny and entertaining.
Bunch of electronics.
A bunch of electronics. Let me see that real quick. Hey, bring that here
Hold
because
on.
I ain't touching
Hold
no
on.
motherfucking electronics. Y'all motherfuckers gonna try to
Don't-
bring some shit up in my motherfucking.
Grace, don't get loud. All right.
All right, like, I kind of want them to throw the book at her now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. She lost all sympathy in like 20 seconds.
No, because at the end of the
Please
day,
don't get loud. All right.
Listen to what he has
are
to
you
say.
trying to push authority on me?
I'm not
You
pushing
don't-
authority.
You don't try to
I'm-
make your voice louder than mine when you try to
I'm not
assert
raising my
dominance.
voice.
You don't.
Oh yeah, no, fuck this lady. Throw the
Wait,
book
what?
at her.
That's
Gun,
their
gun,
dominance.
gun.
What the fuck is happening?
Gun, 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 gun. That's all I'm saying. Like, nah, fuck that. I'm not a bootlicker, but like leather, like beef jerky tastes good sometimes.
You're not. I'm not in your dominion.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm talking the same tone as I did when I first came in here. Okay. I'm literally reading off this.
Yeah, she said you're trying to
Everything
assert
is
dominance
categorized.
on me.
Apparel, electronics, 3 items, groceries, health and beauty, home, stationery and office
No, no, last I checked, did he already check her and like clear her
It's all
pockets and
greasy.
stuff? Because like you're not supposed to just put your
I'm
hands
just
in
trying
your
to talk
fucking
to you,
pockets, I'm
alright?
pretty sure.
I talked to my sergeant. He is more than willing
She's got.
to.
She did not, but if you look in
just
her
charge.
arm, if that's not a tattoo, that's a gnarly fucking scrape and cut. She got bump on her arm.
With a local ordinance.
It's a local order.
Bro, hearing local ordinance is giving me courtroom PTSD again. Like, no, officer, my charges were dismissed.
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
I'll explain it to you, okay? No need to get.
That's a man, baby.
Local ordinance is a.
Well, she do got male pattern baldness, so you might be right.
Does she have like a bandana on or something? Like what is that?
Look, my story is it's male pattern baldness. It's funnier this way.
Ticket basically in Rosemont, as opposed to you being charged criminally through the courts, right? This is a felony amount. Not trying to insert dominance Okay? I think everybody here would agree. I'm talking to you with respect, not raising my tone. All right? Suggestion is that you cooperate and continue to, because you have so far. And again, with the store's approval and my sergeant's approval, we can just charge you, given the circumstances, homeless, down on your luck. We're not trying to you, excuse my language.
Yes,
all right?
you are.
We're not.
Oh my God. People don't know when to shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Smash or pass, bro. That's a spiral. That's a Hail Mary, bro. I'm throwing
As
that
the
bitch
cop,
straight to the end zone.
to quote the cop, we're not trying to fuck you.
Bitch got male pattern baldness, bro. I ain't trying to rub her dome like fucking Will Smith.
Those streets without some of those supplies, guess what's gonna happen to me on that CT?
I don't have some of those supplies. It sounds like you shouldn't have got caught, bitch. Shouldn't have got greedy. Be like everybody else. Steal like $50 to $100 worth of fucking non-perishable shit and get the fuck gone. And don't let them lock you in a room. You stupid. What's up, El Perro? How you doing, broski? What's up, Kev? How you doing? What's your thoughts on all this so far, El Perro?
Yeah, that looks like a dude.
That's your totality of all your thoughts. That's a dude.
That's a man. That's a dude.
Look at how far, and yeah, she's wearing some kind of headband, bandana. Looks like tied up, and
I maintain it's male pattern baldness. It's
yeah,
funny that way.
And look at how it helps the ears stick out.
Why? I wasn't even gonna bring up her radar dishes you got for ears, bro. She picking up all the she picking up Sirius satellite radio on that motherfucker.
That's Will Smith's sister. What the fuck?
We could have.
And seriously, on the rhetoric, you're not gonna assert dominance over me. That one statement tells you she is a deep blood feminist that has no friends because she's so deeply offended by any kind of authority figure.
Alopecia for sure. That's what I'm saying. I would like pass straight Hail Mary, sending that bitch in a spiral to the end zone, bro. Fucking, I'm not rubbing on her dome like Will Smith. All right, that I stand by that. She heard. She can hear our insults.
Yeah, I'm gonna be snatched up and left in a ditch, and then you're gonna be the one discovering my body. How are you gonna like that one?
Pre-victim, like
instead of pre-crime, we got pre-victim.
Yep.
Yeah, what did she just say? She's like, "You're gonna find my body in a ditch." Right? What? That took a weird turn I wasn't expecting.
That's the mind of a delusional, insane person.
How does she have bottles and DDs? That's crazy. No, the thing about it is, right, like, that bitch could fly away with her ears, man. Like, she could take flight right now. All she gotta do is get a running start. And wiggle them bitches. Like, that's crazy. Look at the face! Look at the face. I ain't gonna talk shit like that. I'm sorry.
Middle of a ditch. You don't even recognize my face because of how
Look how like this person was that edgy kid in school that you just wanted to smack the dog shit out of.
Yeah, you could literally take out every bit of the picture except that face, and I guarantee you 90% of the people will say, "Oh yeah, that's a man."
That's fucking crazy, bro. I can't stand people who are like this emotional and like this manipulative. It makes me. I feel their trachea in my hand, pulsing and beating.
I am, because that's what happens to young girls in the middle of the night in Chicago. Tell me I'm
I can't.
wrong.
All right. Do you want to talk yourself into a felony?
Not talking myself into anything. I'm being honest. If you don't want to hear the truth, and if you want to be brainwashed,
I'm being straightforward with you, okay? All right. I'm gonna go out to the car, start this. Check on the DL image. Can we cuff her to the bench? And then I will be back.
Is she right-handed or left-handed?
Am I left-handed or right-handed?
Correct.
I am right-handed. Is there any way we can put it on my left though, so I can have these to cushion the cuffs? Pretty please. We can do it.
Okay. We're not gonna put them on that tight. Trust me. Okay. I'm gonna put them on your left because you're right-handed.
Oh, that's giving me PTSD. I don't like that sound.
Based on the picture.
It's also giving me pleasant memories.
As long as everything's still the same and kosher.
I'm a complicated individual.
Okay with that? All
You need to go to therapy, dude.
Well, notice despite all of her rhetoric and of posing that preemptive fear, that future crime, that victimization, notice how she didn't budge at all. She went accordingly when they put her in cuffs. She is so delusionally insane. She poses her fear and then doesn't show any fear. You see what I'm saying?
Don't you call me out my name, Crab. We don't slut shame around here. No, like I get it, and I think it's pathetically stupid. And like, if she was actually a dude, I would be actually angry. But like, being a woman, I just wanna pat on the head, like it's okay to be emotional and retarded. I'm sorry, ladies. I have to be sexist every now and again, or I'll cease to breathe.
You fucking misogynist.
Well, I like to make fun of men. This is a particular.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You just did that to balance out what Crab said. Stop it.
How dare you call me out for my bullshit?
I'll be back.
But do you understand that I'm kind of cornered and you're kind of standing above me, so this is a little bit of an intimidating situation. So if you could please step back a little bit, that would make me
There's
10 times
3
more
feet
comfortable.
between us.
Well, actually, COVID distance is 6.
Hold on.
What was that?
COVID distance is 6. It's 2025, bitch. We don't do that no more.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
you're gonna have to be in close proximity.
I might have pneumonia.
Bioterrorism charge. Smack that bitch in her. Damn, she got a fucking. Boy, she got a smooth ass fucking 8-head going on, bro. Look at it.
It's too bad they closed the asylums.
It is.
And you're making me uncomfortable. And that's assault. I'm not assaulting nobody because he's coming.
Oh, there's that cop, non-cop bitch. I was like, shut your bitch ass up. You ain't even a cop. Shut up, you rent a cop asshole.
Why are you?
I haven't moved.
Why can't you stand back there?
Would you like me to step back? Okay.
Asset protection. What did that say? God damn, it's blurry as fuck.
Asset protection team leader.
Man, Carlos Gomez, you'd get your fucking nose broken. You try to get me in a locked room.
All right, Grace. Still trying to confirm your identity. All right. How old are you?
25.
25.
True.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wow.
So what's going to happen is we're going to take you back to the station. We have to fingerprint you to confirm your identity. All right. Are there going to be any issues when we get your fingerprint?
She has a lot of bruises on her arm, though. Like, isn't that like 3 or 4 bruises on that one arm? Like, what the fuck is that?
That's from drug abuse.
Yeah, and she said she's 25. I've been thinking this whole time she looks about 35.
Meth is a hell of a drug.
Yep, tore up from the floor up.
You could tell the way she looks like a Dumbo Skeletor kind of going on. Like she got the Skeletor features and all sunken in and shit. You could tell she's a fiend.
Not counting on it? Like, are you positive or it's a maybe? All right. You guys need anything else from us right now? So we just got to confirm.
Would you mind patting me down and sitting down as a female?
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Nah, bitch, you can give your 2 cents. You can give your 2 cents. Pat that coochie down. Do it. Oh no, you don't want to do it. You don't want to be a cop now, ho.
I was just gonna say the same thing. She wants to be a cop at one point, but she doesn't want to be at the other.
Yeah, no. Shut your bitch ass up. Fucking hoe ass. We got the suspect in custody. That's assault face ass. Oh I can't stand. I bet you that bitch is Randall from. This is the female Randall. From
I know. I just figured out who this is. I put it in the back chat. That's who that is. I just figured it out.
Figured it out. Let's see. Hold on. Oh Lord, should I play it?
Yeah, play it.
Yo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Meth was not kind to her.
How can I be fake, Ellie King, if that's your real fucking name? All the pictures is of me. All the videos is of me and my mom, Cindy. You see that lady right there behind me? That's my mom, Cindy.
I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna watch that whole video. You've tortured me enough with that video in my lifetime, Lauren.
Legally can't pat me down.
Yeah, we can.
No, that's an invasion of my privacy.
No, it's not.
I'm a woman.
No.
You could touch me, grope me, and hurt me.
No,
Should be in the
there's
room.
multiple witnesses. Cameras are on.
Yeah, don't they need a female cop though?
Nope.
Plus one?
Nope.
That's crazy.
See, and it goes to the premise of what he just said, which is biblical in a Christian society where there's 2 or more witnesses. So all he's got to do is have a witness that will stand by and say, no, he didn't do what she's claiming.
Right.
And you can tell, that's what she would claim in any case where it would be such, because she's preemptive. Understand her preemptive thinking as a victim. Oh, I'm going
She's
to
just
be
trying to
victim.
get away.
Yep.
She's just trying to get away. She's just trying to get away with it. She's a fiend. She's a fiend.
I don't necessarily feel comfortable with the grown man's hands on top of me.
All right,
You
well,
hear me?
there's a lot of other people present. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything.
It would just make me feel more comfortable if you got a female deputy on scene.
All right, well, we don't right now. We're going to run you back.
Well,
It'd make a whole lot more people more comfortable if you wouldn't fucking steal from them all the time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But again, I was like, crab, shut up. You can't. Typing privileges are revoked. Stop.
Well, you're going to have to be.
Well, so you're gonna assault me. You're gonna touch me without my permission.
She smells like dirty pussy and fucking bad breath.
Yeah, see, that's where she's wrong. You're going to assault me. No, you're already in custody for a lawful reason called theft. You have no rights any longer. He will touch you, and it will not be considered assault.
See, I could have gotten away with it because I don't respect corporations. And when their asset protection team comes up to me, I push past them. I look at them like, are you a cop? You got to tell me if you're a cop. They don't. But like, I fuck with them hard. I used to.
What that is.
Legally do my job, okay?
You are legally going to assault me and touch me without my permission.
Can you stand up for me? Stand up. Stand up.
You're gonna make you stand up?
Stand up.
Yo, look at them fucking track marks, bruh. Is that a dick on her face? Does she have a dick tattoo? That's crazy. Hold on 1 second. Don't be creepy. Is that you?
Yeah. Look, I'm cleaning my house, so I got a few minutes.
Don't be creepy.
I'm not being creepy. No, I was just, look. All I was saying.
Don't.
What? What am I doing?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Don't. I'll boot you down.
I'm not doing anything.
Not today. Not today, Imperius.
What did I do?
I can see that. I can hear the shit-eating grin. Stop. This is preempted. Stop.
Stand
Don't
up.
touch me. You about to grow my.
Don't you touch! Stop!
I was just all
Well,
I wanted to
that
all,
escalated to a felony.
all I wanted to do was
That's
really respond to El Perro right now, and he was saying that the dude has no more right. It's not assault anymore or anything. Well, I was just gonna say, when I sexually harass Lauren, it's no longer.
yeah, and see
I
this is
told you don't be creepy, Imperious.
and see this is what I was expecting when they put the handcuffs on her, was for it to escalate right then because of her preemptive victimization. As soon as they try to victimize her, it wouldn't seem to me that she would have escalated, but she didn't at that point. That's why I mentioned it. Now we see the escalation that I was talking about.
Why you gotta be such a shithead, bro?
Stand up.
Stand
Don't
up.
touch me. You about to grow my. Nigga, don't you touch!
Stop it! Stop it!
Hey, you're touching my toe! He's trying to grab it!
Okay, so like there is something to be said here. This woman is obviously mentally ill and has probably been abused before. Like this is where the whole social worker argument comes into play, like legit shit. And like I get it, she's a thief, but this woman obviously has mental problems. So I mean, it is what it is. That's the thing. Like, that's the thing. They tried to help her. They tried not to give her a felony, but she just committed a felony anyway. If you don't get what I'm saying, this might not be the place for you because we don't hate people. We don't hate people for having mental problems. We laugh at them, and we say they deserve to be put in a mental institution. We don't hate on people for having trauma.
Stop! Stop!
Stop.
She got alopecia. She bald.
Stop.
Get her.
Meh. I mean, there's ways to handle it. The officers could have gotten a woman officer. Like, you're dealing with a homeless drug addict. Those people don't end up drug addicts and homeless for not a reason. I mean, for one, the bitch is going bald. So she must be on some crocodile or something. This is crazy. And then he's got his gang tattoo and shit. That's crazy. I'm back to hating the police again. Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. Trauma is not an excuse for stealing and running afoul of the law. I'll give you that. But when someone who is obviously like homeless and an addict, we all understand why people become homeless and addicts, mental problems. Where the most mental problems come from in addicts, trauma. What is the average trauma for a woman? Sexual abuse. What's gonna trigger that fight or flight response from a woman? A big ass fucking dude with a gun and his gang tattoos trying to grab her. To be completely fair. No, that like I forget. I don't know if it was Joe or Ike who made the point that I think it was Ike that cops are dealing with shit that they have no reason. Like they're overextended and are dealing with shit that they shouldn't have to deal with. Thank you very much, good sir. Thank you very much, Ike. Thank you for the dono. I didn't see a message on there, but I'm pretty sure if there was one, it would say no need. Oh, it was ... Okay, it was 3 dots. Well, thank you very much, Ike. I appreciate it, good sir. No, I mean they don't. I think it, like I said, this is something where you send a social worker with a police escort, and if they need to arrest the lady.
Well, but it's not a mental call, right? Like if it had been a call for mental health, that they may have handled it differently. Also, it depends on where they're at.
Well, no, the thing is, like, on the ground, cops have discretion to handle the situation, and they can call for any number of backup. They can call paramedics, firefighters, other first responders, whatever. So like that, like I get that, but once they realized they were dealing with an addict in this type of situation, it could have been handled a lot better. My disappointment is measurable, and my day is ruined. Oh Lord. I mean, like, but then don't be a cop. Because you don't have the right to be numb to people's bullshit when your literal job is to be an officer of the peace.
Yeah, you have a certain level of discernment as an officer of the peace that I don't think is quite accomplished. And that's a big problem. I think that's the main problem is they don't have that compassion and being able to put themselves in somebody else's shoes, particularly when their main focus at the end of the day is for their safety to go home to their wife and children.
So, fun fact: the reason I agree with leftists on the social worker thing is I don't want my cops to be compassionate. I want my cops there to break up fights and attacks. I don't want them to really be passionate. I want them to handle a situation accordingly. You were dealing with a mentally ill woman who is obviously an addict. Call in a social worker, wait for backup, do your investigation, question her, but let the social worker handle her, or have a female officer at the bare minimum, as she requested. Because, like, you can tell this situation, if somebody gets in a fight or flight response like this, you can tell either they're really, 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 really good at acting, either she's really good at acting, or she's been abused.
Right, and that's what I was talking about when I was saying the escalation part. And I agree, they should have gotten her a female officer. That would have prevented, maybe, likely, possibly this escalation. And this is what they shouldn't have to put up with. This is not what they get paid for.
Well, what I find about most cops is they do the absolute most stupidest bullshit they can do. So, like, while I agree with, I believe, like I said, I believe it was Ike, that cops are called in for situations that they really aren't needed for, and like they have to be marriage counselors and this, that, and the third, or do all this extra shit. Like, while I agree with that, and we do need to have certain calls, there needs to be like a police escort, and you need to send out like social workers for some. But like I said,
but you're asking them to assess that within within a couple minutes. I mean, this video is only 16 minutes long.
Yeah,
that's a lot of assessment for them to do, and then to try to get everybody there and doing all that. It'd be different if this was initially a call about some type of mental, situation. Then they would have called for it.
Yeah, it's very easy to assess when you're dealing with an addict
and essentially back in the day, that's what they would do is they would arrest them first, and then when they got to jail, they would see a social worker. I don't know if they do that today. It's been so long since I've been arrested.
Yeah, but they don't treat addicts with the same level as like mental health care like that. That's different. No. They treat them completely different as a mental health call.
Yeah, they
different situations.
They actually treat them as criminals.
I mean, like, she was already detained, guys. That's what people aren't understanding about it. She was already detained by asset protection before the cops got there. Like, the cops.
I think the only way they could have handled this better is by having a female officer.
At minimum,
that's the only way.
Female officer. It depends, Doomerang. It depends. There's a lot of variables there. Because, like, just looking at it, we can all sit on the couch and we can all judge about how a situation should be handled. But we're not there in the moment. So, like, I'm not faulting these guys for handling it the way they did. But they could have done things better. And that's like, it's kind of like reviewing the tape after a football game. What could you have done better?
Yeah, but the thing is, you're also kind of assessing that she has some type of background in like abuse, but the reality is she's reacting similarly to people on drugs or that are drunk would act when they're being detained by the police. I mean, we've watched tons of body cam footage where people that are under the influence of something are acting this similar way. It doesn't mean they were abused.
That's what I'm saying though. Most addicts have some type of trauma like this, and this is her reactions are a trauma response.
Any injuries?
Like I said though, she could just be incredibly good at acting and faking.
You slapped me in my face with your cops, you pigs!
Grace, you injured at all?
Yes.
No, I agree. She was getting all the grace in the world, and then she decided to try to punch a cop. Fuck the bitch.
Yeah, well, because like her, that's why I brought up the whole putting her hands in her pockets. Because normally, like if a man were to do that, that would instantly be like a level up of like danger, right? Because why are you putting your hands in your pockets? What's in your pockets? Especially since you said they didn't like clear her pockets before they sat her down. I mean, maybe they just didn't show that part, and they did. So like, if I were in that situation and I saw somebody like reaching into their pockets like that, I would be definitely more aware of what's going on.
The thing is, like, even if you're an addict or there's a certain level of mentally ill where you don't recognize the world around you. She's obviously not that. This type of person would have been a much bigger problem if they were the type of crazy that just did not recognize the world around them. She's obviously got the self-awareness to know that they were trying to handle her with kid gloves. Like Crab said. And she decided, I'm going to punch a cop today. So, like, as much as I hate cops, they did nothing wrong in this aspect. They could have handled it better, but again, like, what do you expect these people to do past a certain point? They have to arrest and detain somebody when the store is pressing charges for them stealing. But again, it's like watching the tape.
Yeah, it's like watching it. It's easier to assess it when you're watching it back, right? Because we're assessing a 16-minute tape in what, an hour? It's like these cops are literally going through it like at the speed of light, trying to make decisions instantly. They're not fucking superheroes. They're just regular people like we are.
And Chuck,
Christine, did I say that? Did I say being a thief is a trauma response? Don't be fucking stupid.
No, Doomerang.
I didn't say that.
Doomerang did. Doomerang in a comment above said, "Yeah, there you go."
Oh, my bad, Christine. Doomerang, don't be fucking stupid. I didn't say that.
Shoplifting is a societal condition here. You heard her say she was homeless. Okay, so how much is she going to shoplift at once anyway? If she is, she may as well do the big score and hope she doesn't get caught. That's what
I apologized. I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm sorry, Christine. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but while I agree with you, and I say if you don't create a society that's indicative to good health and good economics, you're gonna get people stealing. These guys still have to arrest her for stealing. You just can't let people get away with it, or you have total societal collapse.
Right, and back to Chuck's comment, you can't have it both ways. You don't want women as cops, yet you want them to find a female cop. And I'm sorry if it hurts ladies and Chuck, but you can call me a misogynist all you want. But yeah, if women, I don't believe women should be cops. I also don't think they should be thieves. I think they should, in fact, be protected and provided for by staying home and doing the things that they have in a natural role. That's it.
Well, leave that shoe alone. Go lay down. I'm sorry, Tucker grabbed one of my old boots and is like fucking flailing around with it. Thank you again, Ike. Missing my dearest, lovely, lovable D3 hashtag I love you. Or hashtag, hashtag I love you. Thank you, Ike. But I don't know. I don't know where I stand. I'm gonna finish out this video because hindsight is 2020.
All right, we'll call for medics.
You're
Stop.
taking my wrist back.
Stop. Changing. Grace. Stop. He's going.
All right. First off, bitch, he ain't gonna bruise you any more than the fucking needles have bruised your arm. All right. I mean that's a non sequitur right there.
To adjust it. Stop.
Stop.
I got two grown men on top of me as a young
Stop.
girl. You are hurting me.
As a young girl, bitch, you 25. She literally did the meme of she's 25 years young. That's crazy. Ike, the same, brother, the same. Are you also a professional brat tamer? Use the trank dart much easier. All right, 10 man, calm down.
There you go. There you go.
Stop.
Stop. moving.
You good? Stop. Stop. Calm down.
All right, as a professional brat tamer, this is getting in the taking my sympathy away and just seeing a misbehaving brat at this point.
Yeah, this is the psychotic part.
I wouldn't call it psychotic. I would call it being a brat.
Calm down. Calm down.
Bruh, you went from trauma to brat real fast.
You got my one cup.
Calm down.
I mean, sometimes they're related, not all the time. But like, based on her behavior, it's a hard call.
Well, you're absolutely correct, because psychosis includes hallucinations and hearing things, and I guess I would better describe it as delusion. Her imaginative fears, the things that she's being a victim of when they haven't even happened yet.
Well, it's hard to say in this modern world, because some women who are addicts and who get hemmed up on what they think is going to be a felony, because $1,000 is a felony, and like they're gonna try to get out of it. So maybe she's being manipulative. But I'm recognizing trauma responses at first, and now I'm just recognizing bratty ass I want to get away with it behavior. We'll see as the video plays.
You can't adjust it. You move.
When you calm down. When you calm down.
Oh yeah, no. What she's saying is not a trauma response. Insulting them, like screaming like that and sending insults. Yeah, no. People when they're having a trauma response, they don't typically insult. It usually is revolved around crying and being fearful. So she's definitely just being a bratty bitch trying to get out of trouble.
Christine, I'm fucking dead. That's a great comment.
I can adjust it. All right.
Stop.
Narcom 301.
It's a 515. It's a 7-1. Are you about to get your shit smacked out of you and sold out of you? You
Okay. Are you
Mel, what is up with you, like, trying to call me small in the past few days?
That's his inferiority complex. It's what proves the foundation of his narcissism, being raised by a single mom as if though he's a girl.
Well, first off, I was raised by a single mom, and I came out Chad as fuck, alright? Not really. My dad was in my life.
Well, yeah, your situation was different. He probably had a mom that always downplayed him and told him he was wrong. That's why he insists he's right, simply because he finds people that don't prove they're correct. Therefore, his straw man bullshit is. It's just fucking delusion.
Fair enough. But you know, the more shit you talk on him, the more likely he is to pop up and derail the show, right? And I'm gonna let him.
Yeah, that's okay. He ain't gonna show up on my show.
Fair enough.
Can we try to finish this before that?
Are you going to calm down?
So you're threatening me.
Are you going to calm down? It's a question. Are you going to calm down?
You might.
Are you going to calm down?
We're not going to get you up.
I'm not gonna lie, she had me in the first half.
That you can remain calm, okay?
No shit, mister. They needed to call mental health and fucking all that shit.
You still got a job to do.
Well, I mean, I feel like they should have called mental health to deal with this crazy bitch.
Okay.
You bleeding anywhere? Yeah, she's got
She got male pattern baldness. The bandana slipped off. I told you. This bitch was bald. Bald. Bald.
On her face? Yeah. Okay. All right, bro. All right. Norcom 301, do we have medics in row? 10-4, you can advise for
Yes.
psych eval and a female offender bleeding from the face.
I've always wanted. I've always wanted to hit it from the back and stick a plunger on that bitch's head.
Document that there was a physical altercation with this subject.
What's up, Vanta? Hit the link. Mel, I'll let you up in just a second. I want to let the video finish.
Grace, breathe. Grace.
Calm down.
Breathe through your nose and out your mouth, Grace.
Calm down. We'll grab them. We'll grab them, okay?
Now I'm just getting annoyed by this woman.
Grace, breathe. Take a deep breath, Grace.
Strike these evil men down! Lord, please, please help me! Please help me!
Officer, if I may, just grab her by the ponytail and that will stop.
You gotta calm down, okay? You have to calm down. Stop. You need to relax. Okay.
Just take a deep
Grace, you have to try to calm down, okay?
Grace, take a deep breath. Focus on your breathing, all right?
I know nobody.
How are you today?
It's been a busy day.
Sorry, you gotta deal with this pettiness.
You know, that's what we do. Thank you. Can we clear the door or no?
We're gonna put you on a cot. You have to stand up, okay? When we stand you up, are you gonna cooperate?
Is that a meth baggie or a little like dog animal thing? I can't tell.
Okay, we'll take care of it. We'll get it.
Grace, we need your cooperation, okay?
Oh
Grace,
my
we're gonna have to
God.
stand you up so we can sit you down.
I need a girl. Please, I need a girl. I don't feel safe.
That's what it is.
Listen to her. We got the paramedics. You can listen to us?
Roll over.
We don't hurt you. Okay. There you go. Okay, relax for 1 second. Just relax for 1 second, okay? Just relax.
All right, can you walk over to the cot?
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Oh, just take a seat right here.
All right. Can you stretch out your legs for me? Thank you.
Okay, sit back.
It's okay. Here, I'm gonna borrow that leg really quick.
Just take a bit relax.
You want to see if you can touch the legs in this face? Okay. Here, just
They're blurring her face out
straps for
now.
safety.
We don't have a woman paramedic available right now, okay?
Hey, what's your name?
I need a girl. I need a girl.
We don't have a female paramedic.
I
right
don't
now.
feel comfortable.
Let's go left and under.
So who got struck where?
Didn't really. I don't think I really got
She
struck.
just kind
It
of slammed
was-
me backwards.
They're still trying to help this crazy bitch.
She pushed her legs
She
out,
just
locked
totally
out, and I went into
resisted.
the wall. But I don't think she really struck me or anything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if we need to charge you. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
If anything, I would think resisting.
At most.
She didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Strike.
All right.
The woman was arrested and charged with felony theft, resisting arrest, and obstruction. Drop your opinion.
All right. Be blessed. Be blessed.
Bye, Alpero.
Bye, Alpero. Thank you for coming up.
I'm ready when you are
Ready for what?
to tell you why you're wrong.
Do I have to be here for the foreplay, or can I like go?
Yeah, I like it when people watch.
Okay, bye.
Oh, don't leave me up here with Mel by myself.
So you initially recognized a trauma response, right?
Sure, Mel.
What was it specifically that made that taper off for you?
Insulting them, flailing, that sort of thing.
Okay, so the insulting, because you recognize that, like, if you're restraining someone, they might flail, right? Like, that's a natural response to being confined.
Sure, Mel.
So with the insulting, where do you get the idea that someone who's having a trauma response may not insult someone?
Someone who's in fear for themselves in certain situations, they do not insult. They do not try to fight. They do not try to have power in the situation. They just try to defend themselves.
They don't. Okay. What are the three main responses to fear? There are three Fs.
Yeah, fight or flight, and I don't know the other one.
Freeze. So if fight is one of the responses to fear,
And she couldn't run, and she didn't
Right.
freeze up. So she
some
tried to
people
defend
don't.
herself.
Right. She was responding with fight, and I would say by struggling flight.
Neither do I, Lauren. Neither do I.
But does that not make sense? That someone who's in fight mode might try to insult people?
No, because they'd be focused on actually trying to fight their way out of a situation, and running your mouth is not a part of fighting.
Well, she tried struggling, and that didn't work. And usually, if you try one thing, you might go to another.
How is insulting at any point going to make people go, oh, let me get off of this person? No. Anybody who's in fight mode would not be fucking... would not be trying to... Hold on. I gotta get some water.
Aid enough to deal with people like this?
Where there's an IC trail. Eastbound. She is not stopping all over the road. We're going to be IC trail coming up to Sauber. We're stopped in front of 47 West 398. Turn the vehicle off. It is recording. Turn the vehicle off. Okay, then step back here.
No, you step over here.
No, you come back to me.
Why? If I'm being pulled over.
Step back to me now. You want your name? Miss Perez, step back to me. Step back now. Jessica, come here now.
Jessica what?
Jessica,
Spell mode?
come here.
No, spell mode?
Come on.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. I can't do that. I have an ankle bracelet.
Get on the ground.
I have an ankle.
Get on the ground.
Here, hold that.
Get on the ground.
You're wiggling. Are you not understanding?
I gave you my will.
Give me your other hand.
I'm recorded.
Give me your other hand.
I have on my hand, sir.
Give me your other hand.
Sir.
Give me your hand now.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. Give me
No,
your hand.
you can't. I didn't wear this. I have everything with me. Sir, look at my wallet. Look at my wallet. Look at my wallet.
Stop moving.
No. You weren't even behind me. I didn't do nothing. Hold up. My ankle, please. Look at that ankle over here. Look at the ankle right there. Please, that ankle. So when you pick me up, please, can you help me?
Hold on.
Hold on. No, hold that. You're in health, right? You're holding.
I have returned.
And I put my response to this in the side, but I want to go back to the other thing where you kept like saying that you would have escalated in that situation. And I find that surprising because you're saying she's not acting with forethought. And first of all, that hugely misunderstands trauma-based responses. People are not acting with forethought in that because that's not the nature of trauma. Someone who's acting out of trauma.
Insulting someone like she did requires forethought.
So I'm just going to tell you straight up, you're 100% wrong. I grew up in group homes where people had legitimate reasons for being upset and illegitimate reasons. And either way, they probably insulted the person who was restraining them.
No. And when they were fighting, sure enough, when they were arguing and bitching, sure. But when you're restrained on the ground and you're actually afraid and you're in fight or flight or freeze, if you want to throw that one on, because freeze is a part of flight. Simple fact of the matter is to hurl specific insults about individuals requires some ability to think. And when you're in fight or flight, you do not have the ability to think.
Sure. And when you said freeze is a part of flight, how is that so?
Because you either have a let me fight my way out of this or let me run away, or you're just frozen in fucking fear.
Right, the three Fs.
And
so they're related.
You start submitting.
So you seem to not think that fighting back verbally is an option, and I'm trying to explain to you that is what people tend to do.
It's not an option for people who are legitimately in fight or flight. For somebody faking it is. Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Mel, have you ever been in a situation where you literally had to fight for your life?
Was she not struggling?
Have you ever been in a situation where you had to fight for your life?
Yes. Was she not struggling though? Was she not struggling though and pushing against the cops who were that's fighting too, right? And so
that doesn't matter. Fight or flight isn't specifically only talking about how somebody fighting.
Oh, so then you can't say that verbal fighting isn't legitimate then.
Verbal fighting isn't real. It is not real fighting.
Yes,
it requires some type of impulse, some type of forethought.
Verbal assault.
If you are in fight or flight.
If I say fuck you, it doesn't require forethought to say fuck you.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It requires you to think.
No, it doesn't.
It requires you to think to say it.
No, it doesn't. That's bullshit.
No, that's factual. It requires you to think to say.
Show any source that claims that, because I guarantee you it's the opposite. Fuck you is the thing you say when you're not using forethought.
You have to use your brain to speak.
When I say that
that's why when people in fight or flight are people having an adrenaline rush and are in fight or flight mode, that's why they don't actually speak verbally. They go type shit. Because they're not able to speak. They're not able to access the parts of their brain that makes them speak. Speaking requires forethought. How do I know? Because I've both witnessed it and lived through it.
So the world revolves around you, and there's no other cases that might be different than what you.
I don't think you understand the sheer amount of violence I grew up in.
I don't think you do either, because I've also experienced violence and people being restrained.
But anecdotally, in fight or flight, you go to muscle contingency. You don't go to my brain needs wired. You go to I need to either get the fuck out of this room or I need to stand my ground and do better and get out of this.
So when you're saying that the brain does not only focuses on muscles, how do you know that? Stress is something that affects all parts of the brain, especially by shutting down the prefrontal cortex, meaning that you can't necessarily decide if you're going to use muscles or your mouth.
muscle memory and adrenaline rush would constitute you moving forward in a fight situation.
But you're not acting only out of that. You're also like your verbal cortex is still active.
It might be still active, but you're not sitting there trying to think of how
That's
to
why
insult
you
somebody.
scream like a caveman and you grunt.
Well, not everyone's
you're
as
going
stupid as you, Orthodox. Some people actually have the ability to say "fuck you" in those states.
No, they don't.
Okay, well, you're wrong. I've seen it firsthand.
Then you witness somebody faking it, trying to get out of trouble.
There's nothing about neurobiology that says that when you're in a stress state, you can't use your words.
Nobody's saying you can't use your words. Nobody said that at all. What we're saying
There we
is,
go. Well, then you're
insult people whenever you're trying to get
then
out
you
of a
agree
sticky
with me.
situation.
Thank you. Then you seem to agree with me. Thank you very
That's
much.
what I just said. Can I finish, Mel? Can I please finish my thought?
How much forethought does it take to say "fuck you"? Do I have to know
What's that?
anything about you? Do I have to know anything about you to say "fuck you"?
No, but if you would allow me to finish my statement,
Do I have to know?
can I finish my?
Do I
Can I
have to
finish it
know
now?
if it? Do I have to know if it's wrong or right to say "fuck you"? Or do people
No,
just
I'm
say
not-
it when they're mad? Do people tend to say "fuck you" when they're mad?
Can I finish my?
No, they don't just say "fuck you" when they're mad. That's weird. I could have.
I mean,
I could have
fuck you all the
sworn
time, but that doesn't
angry
mean-
people say "fuck you."
But we're not talking about anger. We're talking about fight or flight.
But Mel.
But wait a
Mel,
minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec, Halloween. Hold on one second.
Part of the fight aspect is feeling.
Hold on, Mel. Hold on. You're not gonna bogard the panel. I'll bring you back up in a second. You said the prefrontal cortex shuts down in fight or flight, and that got my noggin jogging. What part of the brain is responsible for speech? The prefrontal cortex. That's crazy. That's why people in fight or flight situations tend to grunt and seem to not be able to speak.
You're wrong again.
It's real.
It's the verbal cortex. In fact, people can act like people with Tourette's
And
can
the
act
verbal-
without any
and the-
prefrontal cortex activity and still produce speech.
They can grunt. And
No,
they can
people
mumble.
with Tourette's can do full sentences. Are you new?
I mean, the guy I knew with Tourette's that I worked with, he literally couldn't talk at all whenever his tics kicked in. He literally punched himself in the stomach like 8 times.
Look, Orthodox,
So
why do you
that's not
talk about things
necessarily-
you don't understand?
What are you talking about? I was trying to
Mel.
finish.
The
I don't think you wanna
prefrontal
do-
cortex. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for the actually way we speak.
The actually way we speak.
It's responsible
Yeah,
for
fuck you, nigger.
executive. Hello.
Fuck you, nigger. Full fascism mode.
It's responsible for executive decision making.
Oh, I thought I got booted.
The
I was like,
brain
"Get out of here."
doesn't organically fully develop until it's 25. So people are speaking before they're 25, right? Right?
We ain't nobody said you had to speak perfectly.
Okay. Have
Yeah,
your
no,
I'm 33 and I'm
I
33.
am distracted. Oh, hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring Mr. Right up all the time.
Well, you are wrong again. So, do you know what the limbic system is?
Is that for anyone specifically, or
Oh,
just
Orthodox. Yeah,
Oh,
Orthodox.
okay. Orthodox? You got it.
Like the thing that just comes after the brainstem. Some people call it the reptilian brain. The reason they call that is because it doesn't act.
Yeah, he sounds like someone that thinks he's a professor on YouTube or something. I don't mind general facts. I just find it annoying when people try to set up someone to how can I say this? Like, I got you. I prove that you don't know as much as I do. Like, I would like to think that this is a more intelligent discourse. It's okay to inform. Why can't you just say, this is what I know about the limbic system? Why do you have to ask somebody? Why do you have to ask someone if they know something when you already know. Just make your monologue and keep it pushing. I don't like this setup stuff that people do because it's manipulative in nature. I came up here to be friendly, kind, and sweet. Don't tempt me to do otherwise. Stop setting people up on their own channel. Stop doing it. Just say what you got to say. If you know about the science, then just speak it. Then why are you asking people what they know? What the hell
Well,
is that?
I had a prefrontal cortex issue when I was talking, and Mel pointing it out made me angry because what the prefrontal cortex does in speech is it helps you organize your words into cohesive sentences and
I can believe
thoughts.
that. I can believe that. Yeah.
That's its function. And if you're able to be in if you're in fight or flight shuts down your prefrontal cortex, as Mel said, and you're not, and as D3 said, you're not going to be coherent. And she was being 100% coherent, insulting the cops. She was calling them pigs. She was showing the lady in the previous video was showing the fuck out, trying to get out of trouble. And there are things that I notice from being around this shit that you can tell when people are faking. And I saw it. At first, I felt bad for the lady, and she had my sympathy. This is why, by and large, I don't give grace, no pun intended, to leftists. Because these people act that way. And I'm sorry for cutting you off during that. LOI. Mel has a hard-on for trying to prove me wrong because I'm a fascist. He quite frequently can't.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he quite frequently can't do it, and that's why he has to get me on my caveman brain switching on.
It's the hate boner he has for me. It's okay.
Well, Mel, I actually like talking to Mel, but that's usually when this awesome gentleman is up here because he tard wrangles a lot better than I do, and he is more intelligent than me. So when we have a conversation, when he's up here, it typically is a better conversation. And then Mel is capable of not being retarded.
He wasn't even letting me finish a statement that I was trying to make. Whenever you're in fight or flight, you're not sitting there thinking of how can I insult this person. You're literally sitting there thinking, how the fuck do I get out of here, or how many people do I have to get out of my way?
Yeah, and like when you're trying to insult somebody, like it doesn't go well.
No, you're not trying to you're not trying to sit there and call people names and shit. If you're literally truly in a trauma response and you literally feel your life is in danger, one of two things is happening. You're either pushing people out of the way or you're just curling into a fetal position and going, oh shit.
What's up, OTW? My bad, out of the way. What's up, OTW? You want to come on panel?
I think when it comes to the stop and frisk era, I didn't see the video, by the way. Let me give that disclaimer. I don't have the reference of the video that you're mentioning because I just tuned in. However, when it comes to flight or fight, it brings to mind stop and frisk. If a person is, going on their merry way, doing errands, let's say hypothetically 11 o'clock at night, there's a 24-hour 7-Eleven and they want to pick up, some package, carbohydrated loaded dinner. Anyway, they want to pick up something from 7-Eleven and they're on their way back to their residence.
One second, Mela. What we're not gonna do is attack supporters, Mel, and talk shit to supporters. So take a 30-minute timeout, collect yourself, and come back respectful to the chat. Thank you, sir. All right, go ahead, Mela. My bad.
Oh, thank you. The concept of not being able to think clearly is that's a real thing from what I've observed when people are approached abruptly and there's this perceived threat, right? But then there's an imagined threat, and I was wondering if you have well, you're not obligated to tell me anything. What I'm asking is, are there examples where people have an imagined threat that sparks the flight or flight? the fight or flight, or are people making up shit because they're just naturally dramatic as a person? You know, it's like, oh my goodness, you stopped it first. I knew you was gonna that kind of dramatics, right? So I didn't
Is
see
that
the
you,
video.
OTW?
I'm not asking you to replay the video, but to give it.
Oh, she went retardedly crazy.
Okay, she was being dramatic. She wasn't
Yeah,
in
she was
any
being overly
threat.
dramatic.
She invited a hostile reaction by defying authority. Okay, I get it.
El Perro called it. El Perro called it because she started like pre-victimizing herself in that video, saying that
That's a
she.
good time. Okay, that's a term. Pre-victimizing oneself. All right.
Well,
Okay.
she started saying you're gonna find me in a ditch, and that's gonna be your fault type shit. So like
Yeah, I didn't see the
that
video,
she
but I
started
can imagine
she
what
started
happened.
pre-victimizing herself. My thing is like I recognized a trauma response from a woman getting grabbed by two men, right, and immediately trying to fight. That's a trauma response no matter what. But when they already had her on the ground, that evolved from a trauma response to just trying to get out of trouble. Because she knew they weren't going to hurt her at that point. And it's just retarded. Male's always got to be right about something. What's up, OGW? Welcome to the show. Or not.
Give him a minute.
Alaline,
Yeah.
what is it you were trying to... Oh, what's up, OTW?
Doing good, doing good.
Welcome to the show. I see you restreaming. Hello, OTW's panel.
Yes. I was all by myself on my lonesome on my broadcast, and I says, why don't I go panel hopping?
You panel whore slut.
I'll
Panel
subscribe
hopping
to your
whore.
channel.
I like being a panel slut sometimes.
Sometimes it pays.
Me and Mel were arguing because he has a hate boner for me. Apparently, I've done something to annoy him recently.
You pissed at
You
his
didn't do
Cheerios,
such
man.
a thing, did you, Orthodox?
Yes. I'm evil.
You shouldn't belittle yourself like that.
Isn't it natural for guys to challenge one another?
Very true.
Isn't that just like your nature?
Mel says that he's a woman, and that's as far as I'll go because I don't
Okay, he
actually
goes
do
by
that
the.
shit. No. Let's stop. I don't.
He goes by male.
That was
MEL.
that was not me. Yeah, Mel, that was not me. I don't typically do that sort of thing, and I'm not gonna get out of my character. I apologize, Mel. Still watching. I don't typically go there, but I'm eepy and I'm angry because I'm eepy.
Is that your way of apologizing?
No, I said I'm sorry,
Okay.
and if he doesn't accept it, he doesn't accept it. It's just a matter of fact. Like I've been up, I think 28, 29 hours so far.
Why on earth are you doing
Bro, those
that?
are rookie numbers.
Because I have insomnia and PTSD. Sleep sucks.
Yeah. I've been up in
I'm just being real. What were you saying, Aloy?
I've been up literally. I got an hour and a half of sleep last night and like an hour of sleep from Thursday to Saturday. Well, today, I should say.
Okay, that's a concern.
Why is it? I've done this for years. I am a skilled and trained professional in the ways of the not sleeping.
According to Mel, I put the con in confidence.
Jesus.
All I can say
Very
is that
choppy.
rest is how the brain repairs, and it may be a priority to figure out how to rest. I can't tell anyone what to do. I'm just saying the brain gets rest and repair and rejuvenation when we sleep. Just wanted to say that out loud.
Yeah, but see, I'm a very damaged person, and I like to work out really, 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 really hard when I'm angry. And I've been really, 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 really angry the past few days.
Yeah, I have no idea how men work. You know, that's a man thing. I don't know.
I go until I collapse, aight?
The only time I've
I
ever
can sleep when I'm dead.
exercised what I would have called insomnia was coincidentally when I was ingesting caffeine, copious amounts of caffeine. And then go ahead.
Go ahead, my bad. No, go ahead, Mela, my bad.
I wanted to claim that I have insomnia, but conveniently I forgot that I was consuming copious amounts of caffeine. I just conveniently forgot that part, you know. So laying off the caffeine is that was my first step to get on the right track of getting rid of this whole insomnia crutch.
Well, I'm actually. I was gonna bring that up. Before anyone says anything, I am not self-diagnosing insomnia and PTSD. I have medical documentation diagnosing me with insomnia and PTSD. They play off one another, and it's terrible.
Yeah, it definitely sucks. 100%.
I know the racing thoughts thing. That was a hindrance for myself, like racing thoughts, which is associated with post-traumatic stress. Yeah.
I the reason I get so angry with I got so angry with Mel and was like F off N-word was because of my diagnosis. I'll randomly get in fight or flight. Sometimes I'll just be staring off into deep thought, and then I'll be thinking about the past, and out of nowhere it's just my heart starts racing like a panic attack.
I've been there. I cut somebody out who meant me no ill will whatsoever. I just suspected they were, and that was due to a lack of sleep. So I feel you on
That's
that.
the thing that they play off of each other, right? So I'll have a PTSD issue, and it'll keep me from sleeping. But once I get tired, it makes the PTSD so much worse.
Yeah.
And then I still won't be able to sleep, and it's like a constant spiral down. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Are we supposed to expect people to forgive our outbursts based on those clinical diagnoses?
No, absolutely not.
All right.
No, you're still.
I feel the same way.
We're still responsible for our own actions.
I think
110%.
so.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine's more like I get real laid back.
Man chooses, a slave obeys.
So you got that type of channel, do you? Where you're using all types of effects to say what you're not.
I got the whole package deal. Yeah, the whole
You got a
studio
package
setup. Yeah.
Okay. That's quite the investment. Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Mela. I have a notorious
you.
reputation online.
You do?
I don't.
Some would say, but people have experienced.
This might be a match made in heaven.
Yes, people have experienced my sweet side, and they could not hardly believe that I have been known to say some of the most outrageous things. However, in my defense, I would like to say they started it. And that's not an excuse, that's a fact. They started it. Just because you came at me with a fly swatter and I used a sledgehammer, don't blame me because you started it.
You never
I
bring a
just
knife
want
to
to
a
say that
gunfight.
in defense.
You never bring a knife to a gunfight.
So
That's what I'm saying.
from what sector are you from exactly?
They call it Black
Like
YouTube.
on the metaverse?
They call it the Black YouTube. I started off um, looking up nutritional videos, and there was this, as we call it in the Black community, a brother with a baseball cap on, who I wouldn't have given like 2 seconds of a thought, but he demonstrated insight to nutrition. He was critiquing McDonald's and how it's basically killing people due to its, less than superior ingredients. And people were taking their children there for evening meals as opposed to preparing health-minded meals. And
Okay.
and he mentioned certain herbs that I didn't think people were aware of. And so I went to his channel, and as it turns out, he's very comedic. And I started typing in this chat room, hilarious, because I didn't know anything about, this was about a decade ago. I didn't know anything about how to navigate um, live live streams, right? And so I found out that you can type in what's called a chat room. And the only thing I was secure about was typing in one word. So I would type hilarious every time he made a joke. And then he invited me online. I didn't know how to do it. He gave me the instructions. I followed it. I got on the live stream and I thought it was going to be innocent enough. But as it turns out, these people they were tearing one another to shreds with verbal abuse. I wasn't accustomed to that. And I tried to introduce something lighthearted, like let's, sing songs that we know. And they were like, get your lame, boring ass out of, it was just that kind of, you're pretending that you're sweet type of critique.
Right. Oh yeah,
And
I get that. I know where you're coming from.
yeah, but fortunately, the host had an affinity for me by that time. And I was invited again and again and again. And as a retired person, having time on my hands, I continued to practice um, participating on that panel. And I got cruel tutelage on Black YouTube as to how things go down. And it's been quite the education, to say the least. And that's how I wound up frolicking throughout YouTube spaces and perfecting how I communicate and articulate myself. And here I am now talking with you.
Oh,
I'm
that's
a
awesome.
Gulf War veteran. Not that that should mean anything to anyone, but I'm a well-decorated Gulf War veteran. And, um, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and I live in the Midwest. So that I don't have a DUI. I don't have a criminal record. I've never had handcuffs on me, not at all. So that doesn't make me better than anyone. What I'm discovering is that there are a lot of criminals online. Like there are a lot of people. It would explain why a lot of people are hostile. I'll put it that way. Because I was looking for decorum. I'm a diplomatic minded person. And I find that decorum is not the flavor of the day when it comes to some of these combative live streams. And unfortunately, that's what I was baptized in, combative live streams. And so when someone is familiar with the reputation of me being combative with other people, and they find out that that's not necessarily my preference in terms of behavior, they're shocked. It's like, wow, we thought you was, we thought you like to get down and cuss people out. You can't wait to cuss them. No, that's not it. It's just that unfortunately I was introduced to panels that way. And so that's ingrained. It's ingrained in me to be defensive. However, back to what I told you, if someone starts with me, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get it, and you can interpret what it is. Okay. I have been known to emotionally traumatize people, and I didn't mean to do it. I actually went on an apology tour about 5 years ago. I went around apologizing to everyone that I've ever said anything, um, not just disparaging, but cruel. I've said some really cruel stuff. I could give you examples if you're curious, but then again, I'd rather not say because apparently you're not familiar with me, and I don't want to taint
No, not
our
at all. Actually,
introduction.
it's the first time I meet you right here. Yeah, it's like your first introduction.
Yeah, I would rather for you to remember me this way as opposed to um, what a lot of people think I am. Because it's not true. I would prefer to be thoughtful and learn. That's what I would prefer. And when you find out that the spaces you've entertained with your presence on the panel, that their priority is to clobber one another, and you don't find any sensible options in terms of, being a panel guest. I just adapt. You know what? I
Or do
really.
you create? Do you create? Do you have a channel? Do you create your own
Oh no,
content?
no, no! I would not dare. I would not. I've been asked numerous times for years to do it. Like I won't say people have pleaded, but pretty much pleaded. Like why don't you do a channel? That. But then it went to you should, and then it went to convincing me, on a monetary level, and it's like it's not worth the stress. It's not worth the stress of trying to keep up with how I would challenge myself to maintain and grow a channel. That's not worth the stress. Any event that I would need supplemental income, of course, that would be wonderful. But I'm fine. I'm fine. So um I'm fine. I would rather just
Have
make
you ever
sure,
considered? Have you ever considered phone sex? Well, I'm just saying
someone.
that because you got one of those voices, that could be very,
Can you explain
enticing.
that to me? I've heard that once before. Can you explain that to me?
I don't know. I can't explain it. I guess it must be that. Must be that male chauvinist pig inside of me that's just like just wants to
Yeah,
hear you.
well, yeah,
I don't
that's
know. Wants to
really,
hear that
it's
voice
odd.
whine and squeal or something.
It's odd that you should say that because for whatever reason, I attract chauvinists and it's weird. So what I did was adjust my voice. There was a time I talked really soft. I talked in my normal voice. But what I found out was that people were wanting to get erect, right? And eventually I had to, flip the mean switch on and explain to them, I'm not here to get your dick hard. I don't know what you think this is, but I'm not here for
Who?
that.
No, don't get me wrong here. I'm just joking,
Not
right?
you, not you. I'm saying I'm quoting what I actually said to somebody when I
Oh,
noticed
okay.
they kept reeling me in, like, okay, and then what? And they wanted to hear me talk. And when people have live streams, it could be any hour of the day or night. This happened to be nighttime. And it occurred to me, I was like, is this guy laying in a bed touching himself? Like that's crazy. And so I started changing my voice to be a little less welcoming. And I was wondering if you could tell me, is that what you're indicating? or is it just that I'm a woman? Are you trying to distract me, or reel something out, or are you sincere in what you're hearing? Are you hearing a tone of voice that's suggestive and welcoming, or are you just making up shit to piss off a woman
Oh,
because
it's
you
got
feel
that
comfortable?
NLP thing going, and it's yeah, you got that voice, you know. And if you just like soothe it down a little bit and make it kind of like a little bit softer, like you were whispering,
I
man,
could,
you're like
but
you
I
would get
refuse to
guys
do it.
fucking tripping.
I refuse to do it because, as I've said, I'm
Hey,
not
there's
here to
good
get your dick
money in
hard.
that.
I'm not. Nobody cares about that when they're retired. They're retired because they're all right. What do I want to do? Buy what?
But that's
An expensive
the
vehicle or
magic
something?
of
Like,
phone sex, right? Because they'll never see your face, so they'll never
every
know that
time I would
you're
fuel
retired or
up an
whatever. They'll
expensive
think you're
car.
young and
Every time I would, okay, let's say hypothetically I did that. I took your advice and I started, soliciting um voice services for people that pay me, right? And that got me to have a car note for an expensive vehicle. Every time I fuel that vehicle, I'm gonna be like, damn, this is what I had to do to get this vehicle. I'm not gonna do that. My character is not gonna allow me to I'll put it this way. I'm not an
Yeah, but 20
exhibition.
bucks is
Hold
20
on.
bucks.
Hold on. Don't let me get mellow on you, okay? I'm not an exhibitionist. That's all I wanted to say. Because a lot of times I could be long-winded explaining stuff. The short and concise response to your question is I'm not an exhibitionist. So it's not going to happen. I'm not an exhibitionist. I'm not going to do it. Like, not ever. That's not who I am. But thanks for, I guess, your version of a compliment. Thank you. Is
Okay,
he
dead
gone?
air. I
Is he
guess.
gone?
You scared you're a strong, independent black woman. I guess it scared him away.
Strong black woman.
What the fuck?
That's hilarious.
Oh fuck.
I wouldn't have a child if I was so strong. And there are women that intentionally don't have children. That wasn't my mentality. I wanted to have a family because I was, after serving in the military, it kind of changed me, right? And I can say with full confidence today, marriage saved me from being this brutal minded, self-centered jerk. I just, had it not been for marriage and motherhood, I would be an awful person. I know how to
I've
be an
been
awful person. And motherhood and being married humbled me enough to understand that there's more to life than being defensive. I can be nurturing. And I love that about myself. So I apologize for being long-winded. It's just really refreshing to talk to somebody that's not trying to cuss me out. This is refreshing. Thank you.
there's no
No
reason for us
problem.
to, because you've been polite and logical the entire time.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
I'm enjoying the conversation. To be
Yeah.
honest.
I'm just cleaning my house while listening and interjecting when possible.
Yeah, it's been a rough tutelage being on panels with people whose, it would appear, their objective is to humiliate other people. That was
That's more.
cruel. And so I learned, I adapted and became cruel right along with it. You know. So being welcomed here is it has not only gotten my attention, but it's gotten me interested in making sure that that you have incentives to continue, having open panels. I think it's therapeutic for people that don't necessarily want to talk to others, but they don't mind being a stranger online. That's therapeutic. I was assisting a host of a channel for a period of time, I would say maybe a year, where their initiative was to host 24-hour live streams. Keep in mind, they're a fellow veteran. So she was able to recruit other veterans in that endeavor, right? And so, when she came up with the idea, I was like, how the hell are you going to do 24-hour live streams? And because there were a couple other veterans on the live stream, it's like, hey, I could take this shift, you could take that shift, and it was like, okay, let's do it. And we did it for a year. And as it turns out, there were people that wanted to talk to people that didn't know them about things that had their life on the edge. So whenever I see someone that has open panel, I think it's therapeutic, you know. I would hope that eventually people find a benefit of using their platform in that manner. But this is the thing: people make money doing this stuff, and money corrupts. At some point, it wasn't about being of service to others. It became of being a profit for oneself, and that cuts down the heartfelt sentiment of, hey, you all, who's ever out there, come chop it up, come talk, what's on your mind. People aren't doing it anymore. There was a time that people was like, who's up, what's on your mind? And when it comes to PTSD, not just with veterans, but anyone, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, people who have been through anything traumatic has PTSD. And they're scrolling and they want to talk to somebody. And serendipitously, they come across a live stream that has an open panel. And it gives them a different perspective. So, I'm actually a wonderful personality. My persona, my multifacetedness, I'm a great asset to a panel. I'm self-disciplined, and I'm not familiar with, what your focus is regarding the video. I just tuned in, and I was hoping that I could add value in some way through my personality to your live stream. And
Salute, Bob. And no, Melly, you're doing a good job. You've been around occasionally a couple times.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not combative. That's not my preference. It's not my preference. I know how to be combative, but it's not my preference to be combative. But
Vanta
I
is
do have demon
exposing
moments.
you, madam.
That's terrible. No. Well, ironically, now that Vanta mentioned it, I recall some of my more outrageous moments. Yes, I do. I recall. I've said awful things to people. Awful. Like awful. I don't necessarily have guilt about it. It's just that there comes a time when you realize that you can't believe what you heard yourself say. And that's been my experience. I'm not surprised that I can dig real down deep into the back cave of anything regarding my personality. I'm not surprised that I know how to defend myself against a bully. I'm not surprised about that. What is captivating is my desire to defend myself as opposed to leaving the panel. That's what I don't understand.
Oh, well, what have we got here? That's the poor box. It sure is.
Bob says respect, and he told me on his panel the booty he likes. I apologize beforehand. All right, Miss Miller, you got the floor.
Well, that was quite the dancing routine. I was saying that I'm not surprised that I know how to defend myself against a bully. When it comes to these online activities in my history, what I've always wondered about, why don't I just leave the panel? Why do I have to, once I hear an insult, right? Because I don't start things. Once I hear an insult, why not just leave? And I was wondering if someone could give me insight if, since we're discussing the prefrontal cortex and the vagus nerves and all these other types of biological interests, I'm wondering what it is about me that has this stick-to-itiveness when it comes to being confronted by a bully. Because, there's no shame loss and just like, okay, thinking to myself, okay, this person wants to attempt to humiliate me. I'm gonna leave now. But no, that's not what I would do. I would, oh my God, razor blade their ass. Like I would just really get cruel, you know? And I don't know what aspect of my
Because you
personality.
got that motherfucking dog in you.
I call it stick-to-itiveness. When a bully, when you're confronted by a bully, you stay and fight or you run. And I haven't been the type of person to just leave a panel when bullied. I just, and I think back with all my outrageous moments and how it in fact started by a bully attacking me, verbally, I should say. And I was like, that was a perfect opportunity to just exit that panel. But I didn't do it. I just revved it up and hard charged. And I don't understand that aspect of my personality because sometimes it's okay to just walk away. It really is. Like if a person wants to challenge you with an insult, it's all right to leave the panel. It's all right. Like, who cares if someone's referring to anybody as a coward or
Destroy them.
Yeah, that's right. I got right. That's my personality. It's like,
Take
oh,
the
okay.
knee.
Okay, that's what we doing. I'm gonna show you what it's all about. And that's really awful, I'm not gonna blame YouTube for bringing it out of me. Apparently it was there all the time, but that's not my preference. I don't prefer to behave that way.
I'm gonna say
Nonetheless,
this.
I do have that reputation.
Got that dog in you. I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna end the stream because I'm really tired. We're gonna move on to final thoughts. So I appreciate everybody for showing up and showing out. Thank you all very much. Thank you for coming up on panel, Mella, Alloway. I'm sorry you didn't get much time to talk, Alloway. OTW was being a creeper, wanting to ask a woman about phone sex. And if I wasn't like flying an airplane,
He was
bombing
bogus,
shit.
man. He was bogus for that. But that's for some
It's
reason.
creepy. I can't stand creepy.
Yeah, that was kind of that was disrespectful to the point where I had to keep my cool and just ask him, why do you say that? Now, any other time in the past, it would have been a different conversation.
Yeah. I mean, if it's easier for you, Orthodox, you can just call me Ashton. That's my first name. I just use AL1 because it's the first and last. So.
Fair enough. Don't dog. So no, if I call you Ashton, or because me and you talked about this on 10th because I said I call you Ashtray. But if I did that, then people that were former friends would be like, "Oh my God, OG's doxing! You just doxed
I mean,
that
you can
man."
dox. You can dox me all you want. I use my name. I ain't afraid of anybody.
You're. This is y'all. This is both y'all's first time on panel, so I'm gonna say ladies first. Miss Mella, do you have any final thoughts, darling?
Um, take care of yourself and one another. Okay? Stay strong and live long.
Thank you, ma'am. Please come back. I was appreciating the conversation. Otherwise,
Okay.
Astra, you got any final thoughts?
Happy Saturday. Bye. Thank you.
Happy Saturday, Miss Mello.
I mean, I'm just chilling like a villain, man. Cleaning the house up, relaxing. I appreciate the convo, though. I wish Mel would have shut up for 5 seconds so I could have actually had a thought, but it's all good.
Yeah, he activates my fighter. Well, not even my fight, not even my flight. My fight. Like there's some ideologies and people are like must destroy, must break, rip, tear, pillage.
But yeah, man, it's chill. Hopefully see you on the next one, brother.
Thank you, Ashtray, and please also you come back as well. I'm hoping to get you. I'm hoping to get you in on some of these. The next time Ike comes up, you should definitely come in because like if Ike's up, I can guarantee you it's gonna be a pretty decent conversation. It's gonna be quite good.
I like it. I'm down for it. I ain't got beef with nobody.
Based.
I give two less a fucks to give a fuck.
Based. That is based.
All right, man. Get some sleep. Get some rest.
I'm gonna try. I'm about to go in there and fucking punch myself in the face till I pass out. I guess.
Don't use the wall. They're made of concrete. They hurt more.
Cognitive recalibration might fix something.
It's called Dane blamage for a reason.
What you mean, brain damage? Damage.
All right, man. I'll catch you on the flip.
All right, I'll show you. Be safe. Have a good one, Bubba.
Peace.
Yeah, he has had a manic love-hate spell for me to like not even just a day. It's been going on a week or so. I don't know, maybe he expects better out of me, but like I don't care enough to actually do debate. But D3, thank you for being in chat. Ike, thank you for the support and thank you for being in chat. I hope that you can hop on panel soon because I've been missing our conversations. Alawai, Mella, OTW, Lauren, El Perro. I appreciate you guys for hitting panel. And all of you guys in the chat and in La La Land, thank you for watching. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to spend your limited time with me. God bless you all. I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you aren't already. And please share the video and give a like. It really helps us grow. We are at 453 subs, or 54, I think. We're on our way to monetization. I'm about to design some t-shirts. My first shirt is going to be the Cuck the Police shirt. I think it's going to be fucking hilarious. I am also hosting a game night soon. We'll probably do a makeup game night Monday or Tuesday. But I'm also going to be working on planning a movie night, a watch party night. We're going to watch Idiocracy or something else if people want something else. But go hit this link. This is a link to Sasquatch's show. It's pinned up at the top. God bless you all, and I genuinely appreciate you all. And D3, I haven't forgotten. I'm still looking for the gun data I had years ago on this. If I can't find it, I'll just let you know I can't find it, but I'm still looking. Jackbox, yeah. But I only have the one pack, and that's the one with Surviving the Internet, which is my favorite. But I'm pretty sure people get tired of playing the same one over and over again. But I love you all. God bless you all. I'm sorry for the short stream. I'm just so fucking tired and I'm getting irritable. And I don't want to be a douchebag like I was the 10th man this morning. Anybody? So please forgive me. I'll be here tomorrow or maybe the next day. I might take a break tomorrow. Let me see. Is tomorrow Sunday? I might take a break tomorrow and we'll be back Monday. But good night, everybody. Thank you all. You have a good one, and y'all be safe. Please go watch Sasquatch.
Hatred and violence.